The Morning Roast is live on YouTube right now. Take it away, Bonte.
What up, Steph? He was looking presidential yesterday. Wasn't he in that royal blue suit? Nice tie? The White House, fresh lining?
You know what I was thinking about? Because I was listening to all the people laugh like every
Right.
time Biden was talking or Steph Curry was talking
Sleepy
as
Joe.
they went to the White House.
You see Sleepy Joe forget Clay's name.
He's up there in age. I mean, let's just call it what it is. This is what I say. Again, it's funny. People get triggered in both directions. Right. I'm letting you know I don't vote Republican or Democrat.
Right.
In some things that I listen to certain topics, I go in one direction. Sometimes I listen to something, I go in the other directions. 9 times out of 10, I fall somewhere in the middle, right? Depending on how I'm feeling or whatever. So I don't want anyone to be triggered.
Right.
I always say this, whether it's a local election, a state election, or a nationwide one. This is the best we can do. Yeah. This is the best. This is the best we can do in terms of candidates.
It's bad, and it's not going to get any better.
It's
not going to get any better.
You and I meet successful, like well-rounded, good people, common sense, smart, intelligent, care about our community all the time. And I'm like, why can't we get one politician in this country who's just a normal, good person?
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Am I tripping?
It's not going to be. It doesn't look good for the foreseeable future. I know Whitley's ready.
Sorry.
Love it. I'm getting there.
But what I was saying was I want the amount of yes men around me that Steph and Biden have. Because every joke they tell, 50 people are there laughing.
No doubt. That's what Steph and Curry. You better laugh. You better laugh or you get cut off, right?
I'd like them to work in the back studio.
The Road to Glendale brought to you by West Credit Union, working for you today, tomorrow, and together. It's Warriors Wednesday, brought to you by Freeman's Appliance, a trusted name in the Bay Area since 1922. Visit freemansappliance.com today. All right, Whitley Sandretto, digital manager. I love Whitley. You guys know I love Whitley. She does great work on our social media pages, IG, Twitter, covers every single Warriors game, does it, and now she's at the White House covering the Golden State Warriors, looking presidential. Look at Whitley, courtesy of the Bud Light guest line. Whitley, what's happening?
Hello, Sasky, Bonte. Can I just start off by saying I just have so much respect for you, too, because the amount of energy you have this early in the morning is honestly remarkable.
It's called a sickness, Whitley. It's called a sickness. He's off 3 cups of coffee. I'm not off coffee. I'm actually off the Body Armor Light strawberry lemonade. Shout out to Dave. No calories, no sugar added.
Whitley, if we're being honest, I snorted Dallas Cowboys 49ers all morning, so I'm feeling really good.
Of course, Whitley joins us here on the Bud Light guest line. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. So the White House, first of all, I'm proud of you. You got out there to the White House. Was this your first visit to the White House, and what was it like?
Yes, it was my first visit, and it was crazy. It was definitely, a lot of Secret Service. Had no idea what I was doing. So when I first got there, I was just walking around everywhere trying to be directed in the right direction, like what gate to go to. It was intimidating. It really was. But it was also just incredible because aside from sports, my other love is history. And so it was just so neat to be in that building that, I've read so much about.
Yeah.
But it was incredible.
So the Golden State Warriors as a team, as a franchise, I guess, have been there. They've been there 4 times?
3 times now.
3, because they didn't go during one of the presidents. Okay,
yeah.
That's neither here nor there. What was your big takeaway from yesterday being around it? Because it feels like Steph Curry, we talk about him being a mega superstar, but seeing Biden and him,
it was
like on a whole nother level. Like, I don't know. It's just, what was your impressions of the day?
No, Steph Curry literally got the presidential treatment. And I don't know, another thing I saw that maybe a lot of people didn't recognize, when you look at the pictures of Steph and Biden walking next to each other, or just like when you saw them walk into the room yesterday, Steph was kind of like a step or two ahead of the president. You don't see that.
Yeah.
Because typically the president's kind of the first person, and then you have whoever's with him a step or two behind. But Biden literally wanted this to be all about Steph Curry and the Warriors. So it was, when Steph walked into the room, I got chills because it was literally like Steph was the president. It was incredible. I've never seen anything like it. And then when Biden kneeled, to the Warriors, it was crazy.
And Kamala Harris was there. E42 short. Mr. Fab was in the building.
Why were those guys there?
Because they're part of the Warriors brand, man. They're brand ambassadors.
Bonte and Chris Mullen should have been there.
No, we got to be back here. We got a game Thursday, Friday. We got to hold it down. I got the morning roast. Niners and Cowboys. By the way,
holding
Whitley,
up the bandanas like Bloods and Crips.
Listen,
that would be hilarious.
Whitley, you know me. I would have got kicked out of the White House for putting my hands somewhere they shouldn't have been. I would have probably tried to steal a meal or something.
You know what? I did get in in trouble. Not to interrupt you, but I did get in trouble. And you know me, Bonta.
How?
I'm a rule follower. So we went to the briefing room, and we were in there for a while. Steph and Steve were talking there. And then we left there, and we went outside, and we were waiting outside. They're called the Palm Doors, which is like the entrance to the East Room, which is where the main event was going to be at. Me, not thinking, just thought I could walk right back through the white doors because someone told me I could because I had to use the restroom really bad. We were standing outside. It was freezing. I had to go. I try to walk back to the doors, and I start hearing someone say, hey, hey. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, what? And the security guy, the Secret Service guy, was like, you can't go back in there because I don't have, the main credentials to just get around everywhere in the White House. He's like, you have to have an escort. And I'm like, okay. I literally just saw someone walk back in there, so I was like, I thought I could. So I just waited. Then all of a sudden, someone comes and opens the door, and they were kind of holding it for me. I'm like, oh, so this must be the escort. So I go to walk in. The security guy literally ran after me and was like, I said you can't go in there. And this is in front of all the reporters. So that was the joke the rest of the day, that I almost got taken out by Secret Service for trying to use the restroom.
I'm not surprised by that. Knowing you, Whitley, I'm not surprised by that at all.
She was trying to go to the West Wing. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I was in my own little world. I was just,
Okay, so Steph Curry was the best actor, right? He was the main character, the main protagonist. Yeah. Who was the best supporting actor yesterday that didn't get the headlines that Steph did?
Definitely, Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr, Biden even brought up his dad, which was an emotional moment for Kerr. And they actually, so their schedule was they arrived to the White House around 12:30. Kevon Looney and Jordan Poole had a Q&A with White House staff. And then actually Coach Kerr, Klay Thompson, and Moses Moody, they had a roundtable about gun safety. And that was a big topic of the day. And even afterwards, it was like a whole press scrum out on the White House lawn that you always see presidents do. And a lot of the questions directed towards Steve Kerr was, about gun control, gun safety. And he just handled himself so well. Like when Steve Kerr was up at the podium, it just looked like he was also president.
Wow.
No, he did. Yeah. He did. Whitley Sandretto here on the Morning Rush on 95.7. The Game, our digital manager, of course, covers every single Warriors game out there in D.C. right now. Covered the Warriors at the White House yesterday, who looked bored, because I got some candidates of guys who just looked bored. And number one was Andrew Wiggins. Seen him yawn a couple times. Iguodala's kind of looking around. James Wiseman. What were some of the funny expressions you saw outside of Steve Kerr, Stephen Curry, and maybe Draymond Green?
Jordan Poole is Jordan Poole. He wasn't bored. He was just, Jordan Poole was having the time of his life. Definitely Andrew Wiggins just looked like he was there. He was just there to be there. But that's also just Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah,
you've been around Wiggins a lot. Yeah. Wiggins is just Wiggins. He just wants to hoop and go home. James Wiseman definitely looked like he was just hanging out. Moses Moody, I didn't see a lot of reaction from Moses. But I'd say Andrew Wiggins was definitely the bored one in his own little world.
He was yawning, looking up at the skies,
Did
get me out of here.
Podcast?
No, Draymond didn't. He had a presser though, right? Draymond Green had a presser, right, Whitley?
Yeah, he did. And afterwards, it was Steph, Steve, and Draymond held a presser after the actual event. And then they did, media. It's called, what is it called? Is it Pebble Beach, I think they call it?
Oh, boy.
So it's funny. It's not Pebble Beach, obviously California. But when you're walking up to the White House from the gate, you see these tents. And if you ever watch CNN or any of the news stations, then you see that shot and the White House is in the back. There's a row. It's almost like, Radio Row or something. But it's all the news stations. So they call that Pebble Beach. So all the Warriors, they have to go do one-on-ones with all these stations afterwards. But yeah, Draymond also had a presser.
New media. Are you going to Boston?
And Draymond confirmed they did not have McDonald's yesterday at the White House.
That's good. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I know. The last president feeding college kids McDonald's. Unbelievable. Are you going to Boston to cover the Warriors? Since they're going back to Boston tomorrow.
I'm going back to the Bay.
All right.
That flight sucks.
Yeah, that flight does stink. And hopefully the Chiefs lose this Saturday.
Proud of you, Whitley.
I'm hoping the Chiefs lose to the Jaguars.
I have not been talking trash all season long, and I will remain that way.
Shasky, this is a lie.
A word. I'm not going to bite on you trying to.
Shasky.
Hey,
I will get a random text.
The 49ers, the best of luck.
Yeah, sure you do.
Cowboys.
Shasky, I got a text from Whitley about a month ago saying, boy, what a find in Jerick McKinnon. Oh, boy, he's kicking ass as a Chief.
I said Jerick McKinnon, Chiefs legend.
Oh, yeah, that's what she said. So she's been throwing little shots
Whitley,
here and there.
I hate Patrick Mahomes. Have a great day.
Whitley, good job. We're really proud of you, man.
Yeah,
Safe travels
seriously.
back to the Bay Area.
Keep crushing
We'll
it.
see you when you get back.
Thank you, guys. Talk to you later.
Anytime, Whitley Sandretto. Good stuff. Give her a round of applause. Nice debut on the morning roast.